Um, Imagine you are standing in a very crowded airport. A giant storm just canceled your only flight home.
Oh, wow. That sounds incredibly stressful for anyone.
It really is. You are exhausted,
Oh, yeah.
and you need a hotel room. Basic English lets the staff know you are angry.
Right, but basic English will not get you a free room.
Exactly. So today, we're giving you the exact words you need. We want to help you fix any travel disaster quickly. Welcome to our deep dive for today.
I am really excited about this one.
Me too. We are using some great language notes today. We will learn how to complain politely in English and how to solve problems at airports and hotels.
So I have a logical question to start with. Is upgrading your English just about learning harder grammar, or is it actually about learning how English culture works?
Well, culture is actually the biggest secret of all. You really must understand how English speakers think, because polite culture always gets you what you want faster.
Ah, I see. So we have to think like a native speaker today. We need to learn the unwritten cultural rules.
You got it. And the first step is explaining what happened clearly. Let us imagine a traveler at the airport ticket desk. We will call him Traveler A.
Okay, Traveler A. Got it.
So Traveler A uses very basic, simple English words. He walks up to the tired staff member, he points at the board, and he says, "I waited. Screen said no flight."
I mean, I definitely understand what Traveler A is saying. The basic facts are very clear. But he sounds a bit like a robot reporting data.
Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head. The story completely lacks important background details. It does not feel like a natural human story.
So how do we fix that problem?
Well, a better speaker uses different grammar. We will call this upgraded person Traveler B. Traveler B uses the past continuous tense for the background.
Right. Can you remind me how the past continuous works?
Sure. It shows an action happening over a long period. Traveler B says, "I was waiting for my flight."
Oh, okay. Was waiting is a long, peaceful background action. It sets a calm scene for the listener.
Exactly. Then Traveler B adds the sudden disaster event. He uses the past simple tense. He says, "When suddenly the screen changed, it canceled."
Oh, I really see the logic in that grammar structure. The word suddenly is a very powerful connector word.
Yes, it is.
It contrasts the boring waiting with the terrible news. It pulls the listener right into the stressful moment.
Yeah, it works perfectly to tell a gripping story. I have a good analogy for this difference. Basic A2 English is like a flat black and white photo.
Right. It shows what happened, but it is boring.
Exactly. But intermediate B1 English is like a color video because it brings the whole story to life. It helps the listener see the situation clearly.
But wait, let me ask a quick question. Why do we even need to tell a story? The airport staff is already very busy and stressed.
That is true. They do not want a long, boring book. But they need context to care about your specific problem.
Because a colorful story makes them see you as human.
Exactly. You are not just another angry passenger. You are a real person with a real story.
Okay, what about the strong internal feelings of the traveler? Getting a canceled flight makes everyone very angry and sad.
Oh, absolutely. But basic speakers usually just say, "I am sad." Or they may just yell, "I am mad."
Yeah, those words feel very basic.
They are okay, but they are very weak.
Yeah.
We need to upgrade our emotional vocabulary today. You should use strong words like frustrated or overwhelmed.
Let me stop you right there for a logic check. If I tell the airport staff I am terribly frustrated, will they become angry with me?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Is it dangerous to show such strong negative emotions? Will they think I am attacking them?
That is a very valid fear to have.
Yeah.
But describing your strong feelings is perfectly safe to do because you're talking about your own internal state.
So I'm not attacking the worker.
Right. You are not saying you are a terrible worker.
Yeah.
You are saying this situation is very overwhelming.
That makes a lot of sense to me now. Saying I am frustrated helps them understand your deep stress.
Yes. It actually builds empathy. And it makes them want to help you.
Because you are sharing your pain, not blaming them for it.
Exactly. But now we arrive at a huge cultural difference.
Yeah.
Because you are frustrated, you need to ask for help. But how you ask is extremely important.
Well, in some cultures, direct words are just seen as honest. You say exactly what you need right away.
Yes, but in English culture, being direct is quite dangerous. Traveler A might point and say, "Give me a hotel," or "I want a new flight."
That sounds like a strict military order. I assume the tired airport staff hates that.
They absolutely despise being spoken to like that. In English culture, being bossy causes very big problems. People might completely refuse to help you.
Just because you were too direct.
Yes, they will feel insulted by your demanding words.
So what is the better strategy to fix this problem? How do we ask without causing offense?
You must use special phrases called softeners instead. A softener makes a request sound polite, but still firm.
Okay, so it shows respect to the helper.
Exactly. Let us look at a very common softener example. Instead of saying, "There is a huge problem," you can softly say, "I'm afraid there's a problem."
Let us examine the cultural logic of that phrase. The word afraid usually means you are scared of something.
Right, like being afraid of spiders.
Yeah. Are you supposed to be scared of the airport staff?
No, you are not scared of them at all. In this specific phrase, afraid simply means sorry.
Oh, really?
Yes, it just means, "I'm sorry to bring bad news." It prepares the listener for a difficult conversation very gently.
So it is a gentle warning. It softens the blow of the bad news.
Exactly.
Well, there is another softener phrase in the notes. You can say, "I was wondering if you could help me."
Yes, that is a great one.
But that is a massive sentence for a simple request. It takes 9 whole words just to ask for help. Why do English speakers use so many extra words?
I know, it feels like far too much talking. But those extra words are incredibly powerful in English culture. They act like a giant soft cushion.
A soft cushion, how does that work?
Well, imagine dropping a heavy bowling ball from the roof. If you drop it on a hard tile floor, the floor cracks,
Right.
and everyone gets very upset.
Right. That would be a disaster.
Direct English is exactly like dropping that heavy bowling ball. But softeners are like a giant fluffy pillow. You drop your heavy problem right onto the pillow.
Oh, I love that logic. Nothing breaks and no one gets angry.
Exactly. You are asking a question, not commanding a servant.
So how do we combine these phrases? How does Traveler B make a perfect hotel request?
We can combine our tools to make a perfect sentence. Traveler B says, "I'm afraid this cancellation is quite inconvenient."
Oh, that is very good.
And then he says, "Could you please tell me my options? What are my options for a hotel tonight?"
Wow, that sounds extremely polite and very professional. You are stating the clear problem with the flight, but you are asking for a hotel without yelling.
Right. You're treating the staff like an equal partner. So Traveler B uses the soft pillow method successfully. And the happy desk worker gives him a hotel voucher.
That is wonderful. Problem solved.
Well, not quite. The travel disaster is not completely over yet.
Oh no, this poor traveler is having a terribly unlucky day.
He really is. He takes a taxi to the new hotel. He carries his heavy bags up to the room, but he opens the door, and it is a disaster.
Let me guess. The bed is unmade and the floor is dirty.
Yes, quite dirty.
Yeah.
So how does he complain about this politely?
The hotel staff did not cancel his flight earlier. They are completely new people in this story.
Exactly. So we need to manage expectations carefully. You must compare what you expected with the dirty reality.
How do we do that in B1 English?
We do this using an intermediate connector word. The magic connector word here is however.
Oh, I see. Traveler A would probably just yell loudly. He would say, "The room is dirty."
Yes, and the hotel staff would instantly feel attacked. They would probably become very defensive.
So Traveler B handles it much more smoothly.
Yes. He sets up his high expectation first. He says, "I booked a luxury room for tonight." Then he uses the connector word to pivot his thought.
However, the room I have is quite dirty.
You got it.
I really like the clear logic of that structure. The word however acts like a very polite bridge. You remind them of their own high standards first.
Right. And then you politely show them their failure. It keeps the conversation focused on the actual facts. It makes you sound reasonable and easy to help.
Okay, but what if something inside the room is actually broken? Let us say the shower is spraying freezing cold water.
Oh, that is the worst feeling.
It really is. You just want to wash your stress away, but you turn the handle and ice water hits you.
This requires a very specific English cultural trick. We must learn to talk about broken things very softly.
Wait, if the shower's broken, it is a fact. Why can I not just say the shower is broken?
Because that sounds like a direct, aggressive accusation. It sounds like you are blaming the innocent desk worker.
But the desk worker did not break the shower.
Exactly. So we must use the phrase, doesn't seem to be. You say, the shower doesn't seem to be working properly.
But wait, doesn't seem to be implies some real doubt. It means it merely looks like it might be broken.
Yes, it does.
But I know for a fact it is completely broken. The bathroom is flooded with freezing water.
I know. It is a polite little fiction we use. You know the shower is definitely broken. The staff knows the shower's probably broken.
So why play this polite little game?
Because saying it this soft way changes the mood. It lets the staff avoid feeling totally guilty. It is like leaving a special door open for them.
Oh, a special door.
Yeah. We like to call it the hero door. You leave a door open for them to be a hero.
A hero door is a fantastic way to frame it. You invite them to swoop in and save the day. You are asking for their expertise, not punishing them.
Exactly right. You empower them to solve the problem happily. And once the hero door is open, you must guide them.
Like giving them a suggestion.
Yes. You should always offer them a clear, simple solution. Actually, it is best to offer two possible solutions.
For example, I could ask them to fix it. Could you have someone look at the shower for me?
Yes. That is perfect.
Or I could ask for a new room. Or perhaps move me to a completely different room.
Giving two options is a brilliant psychological strategy. It shows that you are a very flexible, calm person. You're not demanding one impossible miracle from them.
Right, you are giving them a choice. They can choose the easiest way to fix things quickly.
Exactly.
People naturally love feeling like they have a clear choice. It makes them feel in control of the solution. They do not feel trapped by your complaints anymore.
We have covered some truly powerful communication tools today.
We really have. This deep dive really changed my perspective. Politeness in English is not just about having good manners. It is a practical survival tool for any weary traveler.
It really is. So let us summarize our three main takeaways. First, you must build a colorful story with better grammar. Use the past continuous tense for the peaceful background.
And then use suddenly to introduce the exact disaster.
Perfect. Second, you must upgrade your emotional vocabulary words. Move past basic, weak words like sad or mad.
Right. Describe your state as frustrated or overwhelmed. This builds empathy without attacking the staff member personally.
Third, and most importantly, always use your polite softeners. Words like I'm afraid and however are your best friends.
They act like a soft cushion for your heavy problems, and they open up the hero door for the staff.
Exactly. So why does all of this matter to you, the listener? Because the next time your flight gets canceled, you will not have to panic or feel helpless.
You will have the perfect words to gain instant control. You will fix the problem smoothly and very politely.
Yes, you will navigate the storm with total confidence.
Well, before we finish, I have a provocative question. I want you, the listener, to think about this tonight.
Oh, I love a good question. What is it?
We learned that softeners usually fix English travel problems. Being polite is the master key to English-speaking cultures. But what happens if the polite way fails completely?
Oh, that is interesting.
Do you ever have to stop using the soft cushion? When is it finally necessary to become completely direct? Think about how different cultures solve extreme problems.
That is a truly fascinating thought to leave you with. Sometimes even the best umbrella breaks in a giant hurricane. But for most storms, these polite words will save you.
They definitely will.
Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Keep practicing your softeners and your colorful video stories. We will talk to you next time.